Hey man, let's have a real conversation about something most guys never stop to think about. Have you ever truly considered how attractive you are? Not just in terms of looks, style, or status, but in how you move through the world, how others feel your presence before you even say a word. See, most men coast through life without ever realizing the effect they have on people. They assume they're just another guy, background noise, in a world full of louder, better looking, more confident men. But what if I told you that assumption is wrong? Dead wrong. What if you've been carrying an energy, a quiet power that turns heads? But because you don't recognize it, you've never learned how to own it. Today, we're going to uncover the signs that prove you're far more magnetic than you think. This isn't about chasing validation. This is about self-awareness, and the kind that separates the average man from the kind of man people remember. Let's break it down. Sign number one. Your energy speaks louder than words. You've felt it before, walking into a room and something shifts. You didn't say anything. You weren't trying to impress. But people notice you. Eyes drift your way. The vibe changes slightly. That's not by accident. That's presence. Real masculine presence doesn't require noise. It's calm, steady, unapologetically grounded. You stand tall, move with intention, and don't fidget like you're unsure of your place in the world. And guess what? People feel that. Women especially feel that. They can't always explain it, but they react to it. It creates curiosity, tension, intrigue. And here's the twist. Even other men pick up on it. Some respect it. Others might feel threatened by it. But either way, they recognize it. If people shift their energy when you walk into a space, you're already standing out. More than you know. Sign number two. Women hold your gaze just a little too long. Let's not kid ourselves. Eye contact is one of the rawest, most revealing interactions between two people. And women? They're masters at using it. If you ever catch a woman looking your way more than once or holding your gaze just a second longer than she needs to, that's a signal. She's interested, or curious, or both. Sometimes it's a test. She wants to see if you can hold the tension. If you drop your gaze too fast, she feels you flinch, emotionally or mentally. But if you maintain it just long enough and break it on your own terms, that's control. That's confidence. Some women won't look at you at all, not because they're not drawn to you, but because you make them nervous. That intensity can be a lot. But trust me, she noticed you. Eye contact, even fleeting, is one of the most honest forms of connection and attraction. Sign number three. You have natural authority in conversation. Think back to a time where you were in a group, maybe at work, in a social setting, or even just among friends, and people were hanging on your words. You weren't trying to dominate the conversation. You just spoke, and people listened. That's presence in action. You're not the loudest, you're not showing off, but when you speak, you mean it. Attractive men don't fill the silence with nervous chatter. They speak slowly, deliberately. Their tone is calm, collected, and most importantly, they listen just as much as they speak. Women love this. It makes them lean in, literally. When a woman shifts closer, asks more questions, and looks genuinely engaged, it's because your energy is pulling her in. Sign number 4. People respect your space without you saying a word. You ever been walking through a crowded room and people just part around you? You're not shoving your way through. You're just moving. But the crowd adjusts. That's a physical response to nonverbal dominance. When a man walks with purpose, with certainty, people feel it. They respect the space he takes up. He doesn't need to ask for respect. His energy commands it. Women pick up on this subtle cue more than you know. They see how others treat you. And if you carry yourself like a man with value, others mirror that perception. It's never about how big or flashy you are. It's about how anchored you are in yourself. Sign number 5. Women find excuses to be around you. When a woman is interested, she won't always say it outright, but she'll get creative. Maybe she lingers nearby. Maybe she walks past you more than once. Maybe she starts a conversation about nothing or laughs at a joke that wasn't even your best. These moments may seem small, but they're not accidents. They're signals. She wants to be noticed by you. Pay attention to those patterns. If she's showing up in your space with no clear reason, she's hoping you notice her. That's her way of inviting the next move, without risking rejection. So what's the common thread? None of this is about being the most attractive guy in the room. It's not about money, height, or having the perfect jawline. It's about how you show up, how you carry yourself, how deeply connected you are to your own sense of value. And when you start moving like that, with purpose, with quiet confidence, and everything changes. You stop needing approval. You stop chasing. And you start noticing that the world comes to you. Here's the takeaway. Attraction isn't loud. It doesn't beg. It doesn't prove. Attraction is silent, magnetic, and undeniable when it comes from the right place. So pay attention to the signs. Learn to trust them. And most of all, trust yourself. Because the version of you who commands attention without even trying, he's already there. It's just time you stepped into him fully.